Buenos dias and absolutely good morning to you, my dear friend, my dear listener. Well, I got to start by something that's, look at this. Look at this. How absolutely stunningly powerful is this? Isn't that absolutely amazing? I'm going to do this today instead of on my stand. It's just too amazing. And on behind us, we have the full moon. Now tell me, isn't this stunning? So, back to my topic for the day. You know, when I started this, I was wondering, God, can I think of something to talk about every day? And then, yeah. So anyway, yesterday, I got triggered. I heard a story about a 19-year-old girl that has brain cancer. And the mother has already told them not to operate, and they've taken her home. Now that triggered something in me. Two things, actually. One of them was when I found out my daughter Shelley had ovarian cancer. And there was a big battle between her husband and me as to which direction they would go, me and my sister actually. So he wanted to do the traditional, and I wanted a mixture of both, mostly how I see those kind of things. Anyway, Shelley went with her husband, and I had to honor that decision. And I remember near the end, she was in Prince Edward Island, I'm in Vancouver, and I got a call. It was from Shelley. She just got the nocebo from her doctor, telling her how much time she had. I believe it was 6 weeks or something like that. And she was so distraught, she said, "I can't talk right now, Dad," and hung up. That was on a Friday evening. On the next Saturday morning, now keeping in mind I did not have near the expertise around this whole, what I call the C word, as I do now. And anyway, I called her the next morning, and keeping in mind she had not been out of bed for 3 months, except to go to the bathroom and go to the doctor's office. And I called her, and I said, "Shelley, don't you be listening to that bullshit nocebo. There's lots you can do. This is not God's will that you die of cancer, you know?" Anyway, so I said, "Are you open to me asking you questions?" And she said, "Yes." So 45 minutes later, as I just took her through the coals of what was going on, and unfortunately she didn't tell me everything, which creates a problem. Anyway, so 45 minutes later, I hung up, or finished, and she called me. She called me that was on a Saturday morning. She called me Sunday afternoon. She said, "Dad, you'd never believe what happened." I said, "You tell me, Shelley." She said, right after the call, I got up, I cleaned the living room, and I walked down to the shore, and she lived out in the country, so it was about, a half a mile there and back. Then she sat out in the sun in the backyard. Then on Sunday morning, she got up, cleaned the kitchen and the dining room, and went with her husband into town and did shopping. I'm thinking, wow, what happened there? Now, I didn't know something. There's something she didn't tell me, which prevented it from holding. And she ended up passing. Anyway, now coming back to hearing about this 19-year-old, I was thinking, okay, what's going on there? So I look forward to the possibility of working with her now that there's no hope with the medical, because I did work with a guy in California. He had inoperable brain cancer. Inoperable brain cancer. And when I was finished with him, on his last test, there was no trace of cancer. And they called him an outlier. They had never seen such a remarkable recovery. So, is it God's will that we just accept things? I don't think so. As we are here, and we've been given power that most of us haven't got a clue in the world how much it is or how big it is or what we can do with it. And I'm telling you, I'm getting close to finding out how big this is. And you are going to be a beneficiary of this. Because today is my first day launching my inaugural instant transformation by donation. It's actually the transformation. And by the way, this message is for you, and it's from the heart of Dawn. And so this transformation today is groups from all over, or not groups, but people from all over taking this first one. Now, I've done lots of them before, but not in the format that I've started now. This is the first one. And I am so excited because one of the biggest pieces is the mother of the 19-year-old daughter is taking the program. Now, we'll see what happens. So, once again, look at this magnificence behind it. Like, isn't this absolutely stunning? Look at that. And there, once again, is our full moon on the opposite side. So we have the sun coming up on one side and the moon just over my head, if you can see it. Yes. How stunning is this? How absolutely stunning is this? So, I know you were distracted by the beauty and you may not have heard everything I said, but there you go. Have a magnificent day, and I'm so excited to tell you all about tomorrow. And yes, I've got a litany of stories. One of the biggest ones that came to me this morning was about all of the beings that have been surrounding me and helping me all the way through. And they reminded me this morning when I woke up that they're all there with me, beside me, around me. So here we go. Launch time. Have a magnificent I Am Divinity Day.